based on a need, not a want. It appeals to everyone. It's international. It has an impeccable history that proves its effectiveness. And people can use this product without spending any extra money. Although this was different than anything I'd ever done before, I knew that if I followed the system and worked hard, I could literally replace my income in 6 to 12 months, set myself up for a solid future, and put myself squarely in a position where I could be in control of my time, have the money to do what I wanted to do, be at home with my kids, and finally be happy. And that's exactly what I did. My husband and I now both work from home full-time. We have 3 wonderful children, and we're very excited about our future. So what I'm going to show you now is how, regardless of what your current circumstances are, whether you love your job or you don't, you can generate a supplemental or substantial income by following the same system we used and offering a product to people that'll save them more money than they spend to buy it. Now, obviously, this is different than anything you've heard before because there's nothing else like it. We brought XFT together with the best parts of traditional sales and marketing, as well as the most powerful parts of network sales and marketing, to create a system that truly works for everyone. Now look, this isn't going to be about hype and emotion. I'm not going to stand here and rah-rah kumbaya ya. I'm simply going to state the facts and allow you to make a logical decision that's right for you. So here's those facts. XFT has been proven in over 2 decades of use in the industrial industry to prolong engine life, decrease emissions, improve performance, and improve fuel economy. Syntec Global recently secured the rights to bring this product from these industrial giants into the hands of the general public so that we could use it to see those same benefits. So what is XFT? Xtreme Fuel Treatment, or XFT for short, is a comprehensive fuel treatment that brings multiple patents together to create an unbeatable formulation. There's 7 key components that make up XFT, and they have an impressive history. Let's walk through each one of them one at a time. One of the components in this product is a fuel stabilizer. Many years ago, one of the scientists at what was then AT&T Bell Laboratories created a formulation to stabilize fuel and give it a much longer shelf life. Well, this came about because they had large stationary generators servicing commercial buildings in case of electrical failure. But they had a problem. By the time the generator was actually needed, the fuel had been sitting in the tank too long and had separated. That was clogging the fuel lines and not allowing the generator to even start. Well, the stabilizer created by their scientists stabilized the fuel for longer periods of time, allowing it to stand without separating or deteriorating for years. When he left the company, he took the formulation and the patent for the stabilizer with him. This has become one of the many components in XFT helping to stabilize your fuel, keeping it from breaking down or deteriorating, and giving your fuel longer shelf life for years. Now, multiple components have been added to that, and we're going to start with one of them, something called an organometallic compound. 2 of the brightest minds on the planet, Ernst Otto Fischer and Jeffrey Wilkinson, discovered this compound, and they were awarded the Nobel Prize for it. Let me give you an example of why this discovery was so significant. It solved one of the greatest problems in the early days of NASA. Their space rockets were exploding because the fuel wasn't burning evenly, and the high temperature of ignition caused the rockets to either explode or didn't leave them enough fuel to make the journey. By adding this organometallic compound, it kept the rockets from exploding and solved their problem. It also solves many problems in our own vehicles. Adding this compound to fuel, it acts as a catalyst to allow the fuel to ignite at a lower temperature, providing a longer, more complete burn of the fuel. This uses the fuel more efficiently, providing improved fuel economy and less wasted fuel out the exhaust, which reduces emissions by up to 33%. Let me put this in my terms. If you put a cake in the oven at 600 degrees, what happens? It burns on the outside and remains uncooked and gooey in the middle, right? Because it's cooking at too high a temperature. Well, the same thing is happening with our fuel. It isn't getting a complete burn, so it leaves a lot of unburnt fuel to come out the tailpipe as emissions or clog up your engine with the gooey part. With XFT, you solve this issue by lowering that temperature and getting a more complete burn of the available fuel. This organometallic compound is a significant and very unique component of XFT. Now, while it's attractive to save money with better fuel economy, the product does so much more. There's also 5 different slow-release detergents to clean and maintain your injectors as well as the rest of your fuel system so that it works as efficiently as possible. Rust and corrosion inhibitors remove and prevent rust from your fuel system, keeping it running like it should. It also contains lubricants that help reduce friction from pistons, pumps, and injectors, which would ultimately wear down your engine. This prolongs the working life of your vehicle. It has a demulsifier which keeps water from forming in your fuel. A single drop of water can cause an injector to fail and damage your entire engine, so this component's very important. Polymerization retardants reduce the solids that form in the fuel tank and keep your engine clean, prolonging the life of all those moving parts. All of these components come together to create XFT, a powerful product that increases your fuel economy, prolongs your engine life, reduces emissions, and improves performance. It works in all combustible engines and in multiple types of fuel, so whether you drive a diesel or a car, a boat or an RV, a tractor or a lawnmower, it works in all of it. XFT is perfectly safe. In over 20 years of use, there's never been one claim against this product, and due to an act of Congress, it cannot void your engine's warranty. And it's been proven to work. Let me just give you some examples. PT Palma, the world's largest mining contractor, treats approximately 150 million gallons of fuel every single year with XFT, and it has done that for 15 years. According to their records, this saves them over $17 million in repairs alone. That doesn't even include their fuel savings. Here's what they found. They found that prior to using XFT, they had to break down their engines every 15,000 hours of use. After they started using XFT, their engines didn't need to be broken down and parts replaced until 25,000 hours. To put that in language we understand, that's the equivalent of going from 900,000 miles to 1.5 million miles, an additional 600,000 miles. In the 2002 Winter Olympic Games in Salt Lake City, Utah, the stationary generators using XFT went from consuming 875 gallons of fuel to 650 gallons, saving them hundreds of dollars every single day. A 1994 Toyota Corolla failed a smog and emissions test. Then, after only 2 treatments of XFT, it passed the same test. A 2008 Honda Odyssey went from 20 to 24 miles per gallon using XFT. Farmers Plant Food took their Cummins 6.0 diesel engines from 5.06 gallons per hour to 4.2 gallons per hour with XFT. And there's thousands of other examples just like these. Overall, XFT has more than 65 million hours of use and 2.5 billion miles have been driven. It's one of a kind. In the U.S. government-issued patent, it clearly states that its unique ability to improve combustion efficiency, or fuel economy, as well as significantly reduce the formation of sludge, had never been achieved prior to this product. This product stands in a class all of its own. Sure, there are other additives out there, but none that can comprehensively do what this product does, with Nobel Prize-winning chemistry and proven to work for 20 years. So what does this mean for you? Because of the great benefits of this product, XFT puts money in your pocket just by using it. First, you save money right at the pump because XFT gives you all the benefits that you experience with higher grades of fuel. So if you use a higher octane, you can now use the bottom grade, saving you 20 to 30 cents per gallon right at the pump. Then add to that fuel economy. You'll spend around $4 to put XFT in your tank, and you're going to get about 10 bucks back out. That's a 250% return on investment. Where else are you going to get that? I mean, think about it. What would happen